All right. How is everybody doing? I think we're live here. Double check. All right, so right now it's a little crappy outside and I was about to do some development, so I figured I would fire it up. We're in the middle right now of the hurricane. Well, what's left of it anyways. It's raining pretty hard. But today I actually wanted to talk about Angular 6 and specifically the hot module reload. I had not played with it in a little bit, but essentially the concept behind this is when you're developing like on Angular like we were doing with, let me show you. So I've been building out a site right now for 4 o'clock and I keep running into having to reload all the time. And what I mean by that is every time I make a change, so if I go into the HTML folders and say like update the header to put like a video in or whatever, actually it should be showing up, but let's just make it happen. So when I update the video header or something like that, I don't know why it's not showing up. Okay, there we go. So when I'm putting these video headers in or updating some of the HTML code, essentially every time I make a change in my VS Code software, right here, I have to stop the machine and then ng serve it again for the project to compile. It takes a little bit of time because it has to spin everything up, read the TypeScript, and then push out the change. And I don't want to have to do that anymore because it just takes too long. So what we're going to do today is install this feature called Hot Module Reload, as I mentioned, HMR, so that I don't have to do that. And the first step to doing this is pulling up my notes. So I'm going to be looking off of a tutorial that I found on this. Hold on. I don't know where I put it. Let's see where it is. Ah, there it is. Okay. So the first thing we're going to want to do is navigate into our FB Angular folder. And so let's kill this. So if we're in the root here, I'm going to go to home. Obviously, it's going to be different on your device here. Let me just see if you can see it. I have it in the FB Angular folder. Oh boy. I'm actually covering up my screen. Let me drop out. Okay, so let's go back to our FB Angular folder. Okay, oops. All right, now that I'm in my FB Angular folder, first thing I want to do is run npm. You can use yarn or npm. I'm going to be using npm. Npm install. Then you want to do -- save. And you do dev Angular class HMR. And what this is going to do is npm is going to go search the repository for the HMR. It's going to pull it in and download it. So that's what it's doing exactly right now. And you'll see what this does in a second. But since this isn't really progressive learning right now, this is just kind of live streaming, let me just go over what it does again. So on this header component here, which you can have all different types of component, I might want to make a change. And we'll, like say I might want to change the text that says our repo to something else. I'd have to save it and then update it, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So now that I've installed this, the next thing I want to do is add an HMR environment. So you have to go to your we're going to want to create a new environment file, which is under source.environment, I believe. Double check. Environments, yes. So what we're going to want to do is actually, I can just go cd source cd environments. Okay, so now that I'm in environments, what I'm going to want to do is touch. And touch just is simply like a statement to the command line that says, hey, look, let's just create a new file, or let's add something. You can add stuff to files with touch as well. But I'm going to touch a new file, and I'm going to name it environment.hmr.ts, because this is a TypeScript file. Okay, so now we can see we have an environment file under this same folder. So I could actually do, if you're familiar with command line, you can just go sudo nano. And then I'm going to enter my password. I can go to the nano here, and what I want to paste in is export const environment equals, and then open bracket, production, false, HMR, true, close bracket, enter. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to write this out. And this is a pretty cool program. It's called Nano. It's a command line editor. So, oops, let's just cancel it. It just basically allows you to just add a file straight from the command line. What am I doing here? I forgot to name the file. Okay, so now I'm opening this file. Let's paste that back in, write this file out, bam, done. Let's exit. And as you can see here, what that did was create this file, edit the internals, and I did that all from the command line with the sudo nano editor. Now that we have that, we need to modify our Angular configuration in angular.json. So basically what we're doing is creating the environment for HMR to run. Since this is a development environment, we're going to want to make sure that we are at all times, I guess, updating. I'm sorry. When we go to we're creating an environment for this to spin up under development. So this is essentially just going to create a different type of loading sequence to allow for HMR to occur. So next thing we want to do is go to angular.json, and under build, I believe, let's just check. Where's build? Builder. That's linter, ETE. Okay, build's right here. Okay. And we're gonna look for configurations. And then there should be HMR. Let's see if there's HMR. Looking for something here. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is add a new object here. So hold on. I think that goes, this is the first time I've done HMR in a long time, so I'm just trying to think it through. With the content. Let's see if there's an HMR property already made. There's not. Build, configurations. There. I just gotta check something real quick. Yeah, I got some people messaging. Hold on. Okay, so what we're gonna want to do is add a new HMR. HMR area, I believe. Let me double check. Production file replacements. Production. Okay. Closes out. Open brackets, close brackets, open brackets. I think it goes here. Why am I getting an error? Webpack browser schema for built as a browser target. Okay, so I'm just trying to troubleshoot here right now. I'm trying to figure out exactly where the HMR, this object goes. I believe it goes there, but I'm just double checking. I think it's the comma that's throwing the flag there. I didn't even notice that. Okay, closed, closed, closed. Okay. All right. Now that we have that, we have to find serve. Serve is right here. All right. And then that same thing, I believe, goes in configurations. Let me just double check. That's production. Yeah, I'm doing this right. Okay, so comma. It's comma. And then we're gonna name this FB Angular. We're just declaring that this is basically just including the build process in this JSON package. So hold on, let's go. Next one we have to do, let's save this file. I think that's it. And then this could completely blow up in my face, by the way. It's the first time I've done HMR in a while. And I didn't really practice before I went live. I was just figuring I'd do it, and I figured I'd just kind of show you how to troubleshoot if you run into issues and whatnot. So let's see what else we got. Okay, so now we need to go source tsconfig files. So tsconfig.app.js. So where's that? Okay, right here. Cool. And now we need to include the same thing. So we have to add node to the typings array. Okay. Types. And then we're going to put node right here. Sweet. I may have to actually set something different up, but I'm going to double check here. Maybe we can't get away with it. All right, update existing environments. Next, we need to modify our existing environment files instead of the HMR property. False. Environment TS. So this is going to shut off what we currently have running. So this is going to be production true. And then we're going to save this, and then we need to do, wait, no, that was right. Okay, so what we need to do here is actually production false, HMR, because this is the environment. This is in the environment production. HMR false. Cool. Save that. See what else we got going on here. Now, next thing is to move over to the production because I saved that. And what we're going to do here is change the HMR value in this to false. So basically what we did there was in the configurations after we installed HMR, you're going to need to declare it in the JSON packaging. So this is actually showing up like there's an error. Let me see what that says. Problems in this file. Let's see what the problems are. Angular is really good at detecting problems, so this might blow up and it's going to tell us what's going on if we mess up. Okay, well anyways, this configuration is telling us where HMR is going, what it needs to do, its TypeScript file for it to run. This one right here is the environment. We have to tell HMR to be off in the production. And then here, or I'm sorry, this one in the production file, we're telling HMR is false. It doesn't exist in production. And then here we're saying in the environment TS, HMR is false and also production is false. So, one second, configure your app to use HMR. So now what we need to do is incorporate HMR into our app. It's telling me there's errors. I'm wondering where these errors coming from. This is bothering me. Source app environments FTA. That seems right. I don't know why it's telling me an error. There's got to be something off kilter about it, but it doesn't matter. We're just going to continue on. If it breaks, it breaks. Oh yeah, configuring our app. So now we need to configure the app. Let's go to the app. We have to see the app. Okay. Okay, so let's make a. Just looking here, making sure I have it right. Environments, assets, app. Okay, I don't think it needs one of them. Okay, we have to create touch HMR.ts, and that is next to the main.ts now. So let's double check.
And there's one for $1,000 right here. It's $1,000. I don't know why. All right. I don't know the shipping cost, but it's from the United States.
There it is. Great.
And there's this $40 right
And then there's some easy bake oven stuff here.
So I'm gonna buy those two.
This is essentially what we need to type, and you can pause the screen to type that up or pull it in.
1,000 plus 40 equals 1040.
And what's going on here is we're just importing the node host and making some different references, which is coming from Angular core. Then we're declaring some of it and writing some JavaScript here to essentially allow and open those ports, it looks like. Okay, cool. So let's save that. And then modify the source main TS. So let's go to the main TS. Why is this telling me I have an error here? What error? Oh, we'll see what happens. So I think when I declare main, the modification will only apply when you, okay. So, let's see, we got enable production mode, Angular core, browser dynamic, let's close this out. Yeah, that's there. App module from app module. Let's actually get rid of this white space. Environment, okay, good. And then we need to bootstrap HMR into the application. So, bam. Okay, and then we need to declare this. So, production mode, nothing needs to change there. Okay. We need to change this file right here. And that needs to go into catch error. Okay, yeah. So this all needs to go right here. And that's what needs to be replaced. So let's see what's going on here. We got some new people joining the Discord. Welcome in. Welcome. don't forget, guys, you can always hop in the Discord. The link should be in there. I can also share that link with you in other ways, but you should be able to join up on the Discord here. I hope everybody can hear what I'm saying. I didn't do an audio check too good. Or again, what's going on over here? Trying to play some music. Dinah, welcome. How you doing? All right, and everybody can get us on the live streaming channel in the Discord when you join in. Just click the live stream and I can communicate with you guys a lot easier. All right, we got a lot of people chatting up. I gotta monitor these chats a little bit better. I got like 7 windows open because I'm coding right now. Let's see if it links up to restream. Cool, 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 cool. What else we got going on? Definitely. All right, so finishing out the air, finishing out the server here. HMR looks like it's set up. And just go back to my reference here. See what we've got going on. I think this is probably going to blow up right in my face, but let's see if it works. It's been a while since I used HMR because I haven't been doing a lot of dev lately. I've been doing a lot more marketing. Yep. Okay. Unexpected end of file. Okay, so now we're going to learn how to troubleshoot, which is great. Somewhere in here it's going to tell us exactly where the issue is, so let's just check it out. Maybe a kept that? Let's see. What we got here? Okay. Unknown references, maybe? This is what's going on? Let's just double check. Sorry if I covered up my mouth there. I'm confused. Okay. Let's go back to that file that I was editing under HMR. All right. Main.ts. I don't think I need to include this. Yeah, probably do, huh? Nope, that's not it. Maybe it's how I configured it in here, because it's telling me I have more errors. Let's just check out the, let's just go back. Okay, so the first thing we did was change the, let's retrace our steps real quick. We installed the package, yeah. We did the environment, HMR true, environment.hmr.ts. Let's just check that real quick. It's true. .ts. Not gonna work. Okay. Reference for Angular in a running page. Source. Okay. Angular.json is probably where the issue is. I'm just gonna guess. File replacements. HMR. Production. That's there. Okay. Configurations. So you serve, and then we go to configurations. HMR. HMR true. Okay. Browser target. Angular build it. I might have to Google this guy. Good lord. Breaking everything. tsconfig app types. Compiler options types node. Did I export it? That's the question. HMR environment.hmr.ts. That's right. Export, yeah. Check that already. It's good. If we modify the, we add an extra HMR property for our environment and set it for true. Did I do that right? Environment.ts direction false. HMR false. Production true. Comma false. Whoo. Crash and burn. Okay. What we got here? I'm gonna give this like one more try, and then I'm gonna figure this piece out. File replacements. Okay, after these, modify our Angular configuration and add this environment for both our build and serve properties. Okay, so Angular.json, build property. Got here. Building option. Configurations, which is where we want to be. Production, not necessary. Okay, I'm gonna go back here. I'm just gonna Google my issue real quick. It might just be simple. All right. Let's see what we got. HMR. Okay. Okay, that's not an issue. This is the issue. File replacements. Let's see all the changes I made. Okay, go back through and edit this. Go here, build configurations, build. Let's see where this ends. Ends there. Configurations. There. Okay, good. And now HMR. It's probably because I didn't declare first, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Okay. Might have to remove that. Then configurations, serve configurations. Okay. That one I messed up. I see what I gotta do. Close out that. That's all fixed. Now what we got here? Okay, this is should be good. Let's just run it one more time. See if it blew up in my face. Okay, we have a different error. Ah, this one's much easier to solve. That's what I forgot to do there. Okay, so this is just literally, I didn't put a comment in the right place. Everything else was right. I think. Let's just hope. Fingers crossed. One more time. Bam. It's loading. Okay. Duplicate identifier, duplicate identifier. Okay. Well, this is better than where we were at before. Okay, so this looks good. Basically this HMR.ts file, something's off with this. It's been a while since I did it. It's already instantiated somewhere else, I think. So let's see. HMR.ts, when I created that, there should be a reference. Okay. Environment. Mm-hmm. And then modified TypeScript configuration ts config app.js types node compiler options ts.config app.json. Okay. Compiler options, app directory, types, node. Good. Update existing environments. Okay, so I already did that. So that's environment production.ts. More time checking through. True. And then HMR is false, and then DS production false, HMR false. Welcome in, H Coder. What you got here? All right. And then in here, what am I missing with this? This is an issue. Boom. Need some music. Let's get some 8-bit going. No, that's not good. If anybody likes 8-bit, we'll just go crazy. There you go. All right. Back to work here. We got one issue, seems to be that this duplicate identifier, create new hosts, import create new hosts. Idiot. That's so stupid. I pasted it in twice. Okay. Right in front of me. Right in front of me the whole time. There we go. See, this HMR should have been a lot easier to do. That's what happens when you copy paste code and you have 2 lines of the same stuff in. Alright, cool. We're all compiled. So let's see what happens now. Alright, so Angular 6 HMR. It should work. It's been a minute since I did it. So let's see what's going on. So now I got my little fork block site going on here. We're loading stuff. Let's say hi on the camera too. I'll pop that back in. Let's turn that back on for you so you can see my pretty face. Okay, so oh god. So this is literally, so yeah, okay. So in Angular, basically, like I was describing before, I was saying that in Angular, you usually have to like reserve, because it's like a real basic server. It's just made for dev, and then it builds and pushes it out to a separate folder, and the build is obviously more efficient. It scrunches down all the TypeScript into like a very fancy JavaScript. If you ever hit Control-U on a page, with React and Angular, and I think Vue.js as well, when you're looking at the actual code, it's going to be like A, B, C. It's like all compiled, and you can't read it, like at least the JavaScript. That's because the build environment crunches it down to make it super efficient, and deploy it. So this is like human language that we got here, and when we like pack it and then put it out as a distribution, it comes out as something else. But the point being is, to run TypeScript, it compiles back down into JavaScript, so it then runs the code. So there's these compilers that are running when you hit ng-serve, which creates the app itself. With hot module reload, HMR, you can do it really quick. So let me show you what I mean by this. I don't have to like stop and then start it and let it recompile. I can just go, let's just make some serious changes to the site. Let's go to our app. Let's go to the header components that I've been building out here. I got a test video running. Let's go to the header. Let's just comment out like something crazy like the header with the actual nav bar. Let's just go here and just highlight that and comment that out, save it. Okay, let's reload it. And if everything worked right, oh, HMR. To disable this warning, use HMR warning false on there. Okay. And configure to use. All right. Good. Okay. Cool. NPM. Run. Let's do that. And then let it run one more time. Let it compile. Okay. How module reload is enabled for the dev server. The project will still live reload when HMR is enabled, but to take advantage of additional. Okay. Double check, triple check. What we got here? HMR.ts. Good. Good, everything's running. And then okay, so the header's gone. Now let's see. Let's see what we got. Something's not right. Additional configuration is required. Oh, I gotta install Webpack. Gotcha. So the only reason it's not working right now is because I don't have Webpack on Node. don't believe. But I can show you guys how to do that too. Forgot about that. Okay. Double check if I'm right here. Control click to follow link. Alright, let's see what we got. Well, that's exactly it. I didn't install Webpack before this. That's going to take too long. I'll probably have to do Webpack next. Completely forgot about that. Okay. I mean, we could probably do it right now. Then we have to build out a development server. That would take a little bit longer than I'd like. Well, that's how you'd install HMR for all intents and purposes. But to install HMR, you actually do need a dev server set up. So maybe next time I can just build out like a React server, or I'm sorry, like a MongoDB and Express server, because I'm gonna have to do it anyways. But we can run Webpack next time. Right now, I think I'm gonna bounce out. I do have to make some phone calls, but that's basically how you would install HMR on Angular 6, and we could do it a little cleaner, I guess, next time and run Webpack. So that's basically everything that we have there for today, and I'll talk to you guys later.